everybody, Dr. Rob here, Facebook Live. How you doing? Do me a favor. This is a good one. Punch share. Punch share. Let everybody see this one, because everybody's got a kid. Everybody's got a niece. Everybody's got a nephew. Everybody's got a friend. We're going to be talking about backpack health. Wow. Punch share. Press like. Let's get this health revolution going. Everybody, I'm going to give a big shout out to my good friend. You never get to see him. I'm going to show a picture of him to all those nice young ladies. My man, he's smiling. John from Silverback Social. Everybody's asking who the voice is. I'm going to get a picture of him, I promise, ladies. Anyway, let's get back to the news. Let's talk about backpack health. Well, here we go. Guess what's going on? People going back to school. Yes, I know. It's almost the end of summer. Labor Day's coming, and school is starting. So much so, this is such a hot topic that 6 a.m., 6:30 a.m., Thursday, WPRX, I'll be on talking about backpack health. So let's talk about it. Number one, children and adolescents, they're the ones who are wearing the backpack so much. With all those heavy books, there's an increase in back pain. Number one reason kids are missing school now is not sickness in their adolescence. It's back pain from this backpack health. Backpacks are too high. In addition, you're getting neck and shoulder pain. Why? Because what are they doing? Not only are they too heavy, they're wearing them on one shoulder and they're pulling, and look what they're looking. Look what they're looking like. So we've got this issue. We've got this problem. Heavy backpacks lead to distortion of a natural curve. So what's happening is, if you take this backpack and it was full, I'd be hunched forward. I would look like my 95-year-old grandmother, if you will. It would be hunched forward. We would be looking like we had what we call shopping cart syndrome. That's a major problem. We're losing that natural curve in our mid-back, our thoracic spine, which causes extensive kyphosis. In addition, that rounding of the shoulder, which you're talking about with that distortion of the curves, the rounding of the shoulder will lead to anterior head posture. Every inch that our neck is forward, it's 10 pounds of pressure on our neck going down. The rounding of the shoulder breaks our posture. Posture is a major issue with our youth today. Posture is a shadow of movement. Sheridan said that in 1906. I wish we would all adhere to that. So those breaks in posture lead to a lot of issues, hormone issues. We're not getting enough testosterone if our posture is good. We're finding out kids who have breaks in posture, even from these backpacks, aren't doing as well in school. So let's really adhere to a couple of changes I'm going to talk about. And another thing which surprised me a lot, leaning forward with adolescents and children is leading to an incredible increase in falls. So everybody, let's lighten the backpack, let's distribute it appropriately, and let's look at my Magnificent 7. Here we go. My Magnificent 7 backpack tips. Number one, personalize the fit. We're not all the same size. My wife's a little shorter than I am, a little taller than her. Some people are broad, some people are thin, some people a little heavier. Let's personalize the fit to sit perfectly on our children's, on our nieces, on our friends' kids, on our friends' kids. Let's make that change. Personalize the fit. That's number one. Number two, the weight in the backpack should not be more than 10% of the total weight of the adolescent or the child. So I'm 185 approximately. It shouldn't be more than 18.5 pounds. Let me tell you, if you take a look over here, some of these textbooks are pretty heavy. You're not going to be able to hold a lot of different things. It's just not going to happen. So 10%, if you need a school note, come ask me, I'll do it for you. The average backpack is 18 to 25% of the adolescent's body weight. It's causing a compromise in the structure. It's also leading to early development of back pain. It's a major problem. And because these adolescents, their bones aren't fused, it's causing a problem in a break in that area, and also a compromise of the bones in the structure over a lifetime. That's our future, everybody. Let's make some changes. Number three, use both shoulder straps. I alluded to that before. There's two. There's a reason why there's two, because most people have two shoulders. What you also want to do is, if you get a nice pad about 1 inch or 2, you don't want it too thick, but you don't want it too thin. Nice pad so it doesn't dig in to everybody. So use both so you get it on their back. Backpack never 4 inches below the waist. It should be never 2 inches below the waist, because if it's too low, you're going to go forward. So So it shouldn't really be 2 inches below the waist. This backpack, if I were to put it on, would be above my waist. So when you see those kids and it's pulling down, that's a problem. It's too heavy. Light individual compartments. Have multiple compartments like we have here so they can dispense with the weight. Look at all the different compartments I have here so they can dispense with all the weight. They can put specific things in different areas. Also, you would want to make sure they don't have any jagged, like a pencil or anything, so it's not tied and sticking, or a pen or something, a ruler. So individual compartments. Padded back. Beautiful, a nice padded back. Nice padded back is real comfortable. You got it padded in the lower back, we got it padded up in the shoulder blades. You could also, if you want, some kids stay late at school, they have practice, some reflectors on it. So if they have to walk in the street, like in New York City, it stands out when the time changes and we go back to Eastern time and we fall back, it gets dark earlier. And finally, wheels are optional. If you're gonna use a lot of books like that and it's heavy, get some wheels and have them pull it. Listen, you'll watch me, I travel every weekend. I'm in the airport. I travel every weekend and I pull the bag. I pull up the handle, I pull the bag, and I go everywhere I want. I'm not trying to be Hercules because I got a lot of stuff in there. And let's talk about some solutions. Inside Out Health came out last Wednesday. Thank you, and thank you again. Everybody's been great. It's still an inexpensive Kindle buy. 6 days ago it came out. We went #1 in 6 different categories. However, the real takeaway is we're #1 bestseller in 2 Kindle categories. 2 Kindle categories. That would be general book on Kindle, and it would be holistic medicine. So thank you for spreading the word on our health revolution. Bestseller in the 2 categories. Everybody refer to Chapter 6, Life in Motion. It's all about movement. It's all about posture. If you want to learn more about posture and you want to learn more about movement and learn more about your backpack health, go buy my book, Inside Out Health, and or call me at 914-287-6464, WPIX, Thursday, 6:30 a.m. Always yours in health. Dr. Rob, do you have any questions?
Yes, so we talk about kids and back to school. What about for adults? Do you recommend backpacks over briefcases?
I happen to like the backpack. I use it myself. Again, what I usually travel with is something that I can pull because I have my suit and my laptop and a lot of items in there and some other things like gym clothes and particulars like food. I like to pack my food. I use it in the backpack and I carry that. And I'll tell you this, gets on every flight. Everything else they can take from you. So as far as comfort and pulling like in a subway or a bus, I like the backpack. Unless you can use the backpack with the wheels and the holder, the handle.
When walking with the backpack, should people always be activating their core?
Absolutely. Everybody should always be activating the core in general in any kind of movement, but clearly with the backpack, they should be activating this core, and believe it, this core. There are 3 cores, and they're all one unit, and that's Chapter 8 in Inside Out Health.
Perfect. That's it. One more time, how to find you?
How to find me, 914-287-6464. You guys all know the Facebook, www.drrobertsilverman.com. Always yours in health. Everybody remember, health is not a lottery ticket. Let's grind it together.